For our first story, we have, am I the asshole for refusing to switch my vacation dates because my coworker has kids? I, 30 male, put in my vacation request months ago for a specific week. I made plans, booked flights, and was looking forward to it. Everything was approved by our manager with no issues. Last week, my coworker, Lisa, 35 female, found out that her kid's school break falls during the same week. She came to me and asked if I'd be willing to swap my vacation for a different time so she could take her kids on a trip. I told her I was sorry, but I had already made non-refundable bookings and didn't want to change my plans. She got frustrated and said, "It must be nice to have so much flexibility," implying that since I don't have kids, my plans aren't as important. I told her that just because I don't have kids doesn't mean my time off is any less valuable. Now she's giving me the cold shoulder at work, and another coworker mentioned that I could have been more understanding. But I don't think it's fair to expect me to give up my plans just because she has kids. Am I the asshole? That's the end of our first post. Let's see what the commenters had to say. Our first commenter says, she's had the kids' schedule since the beginning of the school year and ample time to plan. The fact that she didn't is on her. Not the asshole. Our second commenter says, not the asshole. She's delusional. Even if you show her receipts and show her how much it would cost you to reschedule, she's still gonna dislike you. Just make sure to document everything in case she starts creating a hostile work environment. Our third commenter says, what flexibility? You booked your holiday and it is non-refundable. If anything, this is completely non-flexible. For our second story, we have, am I the ass for refusing to give my pregnant ex-fiancé money after she left me for another man? Throwaway because some friends use Reddit. 3 years ago, my ex-fiancé, 31 female, left me, 33 male, for another man just a few months before our wedding. We had been together for 5 years and I was completely blindsided. She moved in with him almost immediately, and they cut contact with me unless it was about splitting up our shared finances and apartment. I was devastated, but I feel like I have finally moved on. Now, out of nowhere, she reached out. Turns out, the guy she left me for dumped her after finding out she got pregnant. She's struggling financially and has asked if I could help her out specifically. She wants money to cover rent. She says she has nowhere else to turn and that she wouldn't ask if she wasn't desperate. I have the money. I'm in a much better place financially and emotionally than I was back then. I put all my energy into improving myself after what happened. But I don't see why I should give her anything. Some friends are saying I'm being selfish, but I don't see why her choices should be my problem now. Still, part of me does feel guilty. 5 years is a long time, and I did love her. So, am I the ass for refusing to help her? ETA. Giving her the money wouldn't be a financial issue for me. I could lose that amount and not even notice. My friends know this, which is why they think I'm being selfish for not helping. That's the end of our second post. Let's see what the commenters had to say. Our first commenter says, not the asshole, this is in no way your problem. You owe her nothing. All your fiends that are calling you selfish? Pass along their numbers to her and tell her they're generous and ask them. See how quick their opinion changes. Our second commenter says, not the asshole, the dildo of consequences rarely arrives lubed. Our third commenter says, not the asshole, she needs to contact her ex's family or her own family or her friends. Not you. That she even considered you is wild. Don't let her guilt you. For our last story, we have, am I the ass if I don't provide the code my boss needs after they fired me? I got fired, laid off 3 months ago. They made it look like a layoff because they wanted someone with more expertise than a senior manager, more like a director level, and there was nothing I could do. I knew that was a BS excuse as they hired a junior level who was trained to fill my position. My last 2 weeks my boss didn't even ask for anything. He avoided any communication and directed me to HR if I wanted communication. No exit or off-boarding was done as he considered himself overqualified to do an off-boarding with me. Fast forward 3 months after my last day, I receive a message from him trying to log in to one of the systems, and because of the 2-step verification, the second step comes to my phone. He tried like 2 days and then reached out to me like nothing and wanted me to provide the code. I ignored it completely, but now I am wondering if I should have given the code to him. Edit: I did say system, but it is not a system where you have a license, it's more like a website where I created an account to pay the states quarterly. Anyone from my company can create a new account if they provide IN and some security questions. He is just trying to use my username and password. That's the end of our last post. Let's see what the commenters had to say. Our first commenter says, "Not the asshole. Refer him to our. Let him know HR will have to contact you for a contractor position, but you are very generous in your rates." Our second commenter says, "Not the asshole, but this company has bigger problems if systems authentication require verification to personal, not company, phones." Our third commenter says, "Not the asshole. You owe them nothing. They had enough time for a handover, but they weren't even communicating with you." That's all for today. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.